Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I welcome Ms. Srishti, and she will talk on the topic promotion of Moringa farming and value-added Moringa-based product for livelihood security. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
Of course. Hello, everybody. This is Srishti from Dr. Moringa Private Limited Company, Lucknow. So today, as we are already aware about the topic, so we'll be speaking about the importance of Moringa commercially, right? How can we actually have utilize it? Just a second, sorry. Yeah. How can we actually utilize its, plantation and its production and actually scale it to a very suitable and fruitful business for domestic purposes, as well as if we even are looking to expand in terms of exporting it, definitely we can have a good scope for it, right? So I will just give you a brief introduction about the Moringa farming as well, right? So definitely first, if we see about how actually we can start the commercial farming of moringa. So definitely our company, like we have an FPO, that is a farmer producer company or an organization. It is a it is a company which has a cluster of farmers who actually join together and form a company where actually they actually take care of about the entire moringa plantation production, and then actually the entire value addition process that is involved in it, right? So in that case, actually farmers have the power in their own hands to first of all, they get the direct linkage with the buyer, right? There is no mediator, and definitely they have the power of negotiation as well, as per the requirement or as per the demand of the prices in the market currently. So definitely in that case, an FPO is a very, very powerful organization which actually empowers the farmer and actually really, really, provide a sustainable livelihood to the villages of India. Definitely. So we have this FPO named JVK's Bioenergy Farmer Producer Company. So actually it takes care of about all the moringa production that our company actually has. So we have our FPO working, we have a collaboration with the farmers, not just only in Lucknow or UP. We have the collaboration with farmers pan India level. So we have our farmers in Gujarat, we have our farmers in Tamil Nadu, we have them in MP, we have them in Odisha as well, and other parts of different states of India as well. So what they do, they actually grow moringa under our complete guidance, right? We provide them the technical guidance, we provide them the expertise information, we provide them the skill development as well, we provide them the equipments as well. Then they actually, in our complete guidance, they grow the moringa, and the variety that we actually promote is PKM1, Periaculum 1. So it's a variety native to South India only. You must have heard about it, right? So this variety is actually we go for commercial production. So the leaves of this particular variety are very, very suitable for human consumption. The the all the nutritional composition that we want to provide to a human body, actually this is the variety. After scientific research, it has been found out that this is a very, very suitable variety for it. And also the primary reason for choosing this variety, as the the leaves of this particular variety PKM1 are not bitter at all. So definitely it makes it very, very suitable and fit for value addition as well. So we make powder out of it, we make capsules out of it, we make tablets, and actually the list just goes on. You have the indefinite number of value added products that you can create from moringa, right? So this is how the FPO works. We are the company, we actually provide them buyback support. They grow for us under our guidance, under our skill development procedure. And actually we provide them a short buyback at a very, very market suitable price. So there is no mediator at all. So actually, this is a very, very huge step that our FPO and our company focuses upon, so that the farmers should, this is our goal, right? From first of all, we definitely want to promote organic farming, but organic farming definitely should also provide a suitable income to farmers as well. Otherwise, it's not, it's a very, very challengeable process to actually convince farmers to, shift from conventional farming to organic farming, because definitely there is this conception that the production actually goes down when it comes to organic farming. So our director, madam, Dr. Kamini Singh, she has worked as a woman scientist with CSIR and CMAP, which are central institutions. And she actually has worked as a woman scientist for around almost a decade. And she has worked at the grassroots levels and actually educated the farmers with a lot of camps and workshops. She took in villages, and then she had actually convinced them to shift from conventional to organic farming. And this is our primary motto, to actually double the incomes of farmers, sorry, through organic farming. Now, when it comes to the value addition, so the product that we are primarily focusing upon is Moringa powder, right? So, we can have a brief, explanation or, introduction about Moringa powder. Right. So they are definitely, it's a source of vegan protein because it's very, very high in protein. Right. So, you must have heard about a lot of individuals who are actually planning to, completely shift to veganism, because dairy also is not preferred by a lot of people. So it is a very, very good and very potent source of vegan protein. Right. Then apart from protein, it is a actually major big box of a lot of potential, minerals and vitamins and nutrients, which are actually not, you don't have to go for multiple sources to get them. For example, for potassium, for protein, for iron, for vitamin K and calcium, and actually other, antioxidants and other nutrition. Instead of consuming multiple, source of food, for that Moringa actually has the capability to provide you all that in just a single bowl, right? So a simple one teaspoon of Moringa powder in a day can give you sufficient amount of protein, can give you calcium, can give you vitamin C, can give you iron, can give you potassium, and each other, any other, essential nutrients that your body requires. That is why it is the major reason why it is called as a super. Definitely, because it is a single product which can actually provide you these wide range of nutritions. So definitely, Moringa powder is derived from the leaf of Moringa oleifera tree, which is often referred as drumstick tree, and it is also called a miracle tree. Of course, the reason I have already told you. It's a native plant from Africa and Asia, and you can actually see the nutritional profile of Moringa here. It has high vitamin A, C, and E, rich source of iron, calcium, potassium, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and definitely it will give you a very, very strong immunity. So, these minor problems such as cough and cold, definitely a person who consumes Moringa powder or maybe Moringa leaves or Moringa in any form definitely can tell you that his or her immunity has actually functioned really well after regular consumption. So definitely this can provide you. I think we have already spoken about this, right? Yes, so it can, one point I can see here, it can be used as a health supplement, and definitely in cosmetic industry also. There are, this particular miracle tree, actually not just the leaves are, used in value addition. It's, it's flowers, its fruit, which is called the drumstick pods, the seeds of Moringa, each and every part of this plant can be utilized in various aspects of cosmetic industries, nutritional supplements industries, and definitely foods or snacks, as the list just goes on. So definitely we'll be knowing about each and everything in details. Now, if we can speak about the global demand for Moringa powder, then definitely we have the stats here, right? I think it's very, very much clear to everybody here. So definitely the global demand of Moringa particularly has increased, definitely post, COVID times. So a lot of people have actually, they have found the potential of Moringa very, very promising. So we have good popularity in Europe, in USA, in Japan, in Africa particularly, because you all are definitely aware about how Africa has a huge, ratio of malnutrition. So definitely Africa also has a very, very good demand of moringa there. Then India is among the top producers and exporters of moringa powder. So actually this point tells you that a person who wants to, start an entrepreneurship in particularly moringa definitely has a huge scope, because we are the leading producers and exporters for moringa powder globally. And WHO and UN has also promoted moringa for curbing or actually controlling malnutrition across the globe. So definitely we can see how moringa powder has a huge potential commercially as well. Now we can see the best suited varieties are PKM1 and PKM2 and some of the local varieties, but definitely our company, our FPO prefers PKM1 variety. Then we have some, states which have a very predominant cultivation of moringa. So it includes Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. So you'll find a lot of farmers there who actually are growing moringa at a very huge scale. So these are the states which actually contribute to the exporting potential of moringa. So these are the major contributors. So the technical needs for this are, it requires a warm temperature, not very low temperature. Definitely it can sustain up to 48 degrees as well, right? So it is suitable for Rajasthan as well. There is no problem at all. So and definitely the temperature shouldn't be in less than maybe 10 or 15 degrees Celsius. I think in that case, the production capacity or the seed germination will be actually lowered. So definitely it requires warm temperature and soil should be loamy, and it doesn't require heavy rainfall at all. It is not at all a water intensive crop as per se, right? So it doesn't require that much of irrigation. It requires minimal irrigation, definitely, particularly at the time of seed sowing it requires. After that, it's a very, very low maintenance crop, I'm telling you. So you do not have to like have a lot of irrigation facility. Definitely it can be cultivated in semi arid regions as well, because it's not an water intensive crop. Now, and definitely one more thing, there has to be, if somebody is, wants to take moringa farming, then moringa farming actually requires one very, very important thing to be taken care of, that it cannot at all survive water logging. So the land area wherever somebody is planning to have moringa plantation, they have to make sure that there is no river body around, which can actually, there should be no threat of flooding. And even in case of heavy rainfall, in that case also the water shouldn't stay in the field for more than 5 or 6 hours. It should just go from the field, right? So that these are the very, very important concerns, because it cannot survive water logging at all. So these things have to be taken care of primarily. Next. So definitely the manufacturing process involves definitely leaf harvesting, preferably early morning. The leaves have to be plucked, and then they have to be properly cleaned and washed, preferably with salt water, so that all the dirt or maybe any insect infestation or any larvae of any caterpillars or maybe any other insects should be just properly washed away. And then they should be definitely dried properly in solar dryer preferably, because actually for commercially, if somebody is taking up moringa farming, So the production will also be in huge scale. So in that case, solar dryers are required. I will also show you one short clip of how a solar dryer we have. Just a second. Yes, I hope it's visible to everybody. So
Yeah,
this
it
is
is.
a
Yes.
solar dryer setup, right? That we have at our farm. You can see the leaves are plucked from the farms and then they are hanged like these in bunches. So this is a proper setup of a solar dryer, right? And these dry once they get dried up, so actually the leaves they automatically fall down on the ground. So from there, the leaves can be put together and packed in bags and can be definitely sent for further value addition. So this is a proper solar dryer setup that we have at our farm. Yes, so I think this video actually gives a fair idea to everybody about how should be the proper professional large scale drying procedure should be, right, when we are growing moringa for commercial purposes. So definitely to maintain the quality of the leaves, it's very crucial that the leaves, dried leaves, when they are dried up and they are collected, they have to be dried in airtight packets. So there is no scope of any moisture contamination or any other contamination at all, because it's very crucial to maintain the greenness, to maintain the exact crunch of the leaves. Then only they will be fit for further valuation. They shouldn't be yellowish, they shouldn't be blackish or something, right? They have to be fresh, green in color, definitely dry, but the color and each and everything actually contribute to the good quality of the leaves that needs to be maintained in the entire process. Next, we have the machinery that we require, right? So here is a list. So we need a washer, right? A washer definitely looks like this. It's a small machinery setup where you can actually get the bunches of the leaves and just wash them with salt water preferably. Then we need a solar dryer, or maybe if we don't have a solar dryer, then an electric dryer also can work, definitely, where the leaves are dried in a controlled manner, right? Then we need a pulverizer or grinder to further process the leaves into powder, and we need a dehumidifier to actually control the hygiene process of that. Then we need a blending and mixing unit, and then we need a vacuum sealing and packaging machine. It's for when actually you will be taking the powder and actually packing it in a uh, packaging size, maybe in 100 grams or maybe 250 grams, 500 grams, 1 kg, as per your requirement. So for that, you'll be needing a vacuum sealing and packaging machine. And then you'll be needing a labeling machine, which is also known as a batch coder, because properly you'll be mentioning the manufacturing date, you'll be mentioning the expiry date and batch number as well, all the other details which are actually according to the consumer norms in India. So all this is required when you're actually planning to have a small or maybe a large plant for moringa powders, complete A to Z, from.
Hello. 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 Miss Srishti. Hello. Hello. Hello, Miss Srishti. We are not able to hear you. Hello. Yes, sir. Please wait, sir. The speaker is having some network issue.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You can share the screen now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, there is some, network issues that I
Okay.
faced.
You can continue. You can share the screen and continue.
Okay, so we were at the manufacturing process of Moringa powder. So definitely, as I told you, the first process is harvesting of Moringa leaves. They are harvested manually, or if in very, very large farms, maybe 50 acres, 100 acres.
Hello, Miss Srishti?
Draining and drying. Hello.
Yeah, you can proceed. Your voice went away for past a minute.
Okay, okay. So we can see the drying and draining procedure, right? So it can be done through solar drying or it can be done through shade drying. So the primary requirement is the leaf shouldn't be sun dried, right? So direct exposure to sunlight is not preferred in the procedure of drying the leaves. So solar dryer setup is definitely very, very welcome step. Otherwise, if one is not able to afford a solar dryer setup, definitely they can be dried under shade as well. So a small, setup for shade drying can also be definitely arranged for those who cannot have a solar dryer at their end. Then the next step is definitely grinding, right? So in that process, actually, there is first it is actually sorted. So the leaves are sorted away from stems or maybe any other impurity if or any other plant parts if they are there which are not suitable for a grinding procedure to convert into powder, so they are removed, and then the leaves are dried in fine green powder using a grinder or pulverizer. Then it is sieved, to remove any hard residue or maybe stems or maybe which the the remaining parts which haven't got grinded properly in the procedure. So the next step is sieving, so that to make sure that the powder that we actually get out of it, it has to be very fine and smooth in the texture. And then the last step is packaging. We pack it in airtight or light resistant packaging to avoid moisture and nutrient degradation. This is a very, very important step, right? So that when the powder reaches the end consumer, it should be intact in terms of quality, right? Definitely the consumer should be very, very satisfied when he or she consumes the powder. So here are some of the pictorial representation, of the process that I've already told you, right? You can have a look at it. I also have a video that I will like to show that will give you a fair idea about the process. I don't know the. Okay, this file is not opening as of now. I'll share it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to be shared now?
Then we have the plant setup details, right? So in case of small scale production, so for around 50 or 100 kgs per day, right? Then we have a medium scale production that is around 200 or 500 kgs per day. Or then the large scale production goes up to 1 or 2 tons per day, right? So plant area that is required will be between 1,000 to 5,000 square feet of area, right? Having all these three scales of production capacity. Then the investment will be minimum starting from 20 lakhs of rupees, including all the machinery setup, the land area, and other requirements as well. So it can go up to 1.5 CR, depending upon the capacity of the production that one wishes to have. Then the skilled manpower requirement is approximately between 5 to 20% as per the capacity requirement of the plant. Then definitely there are some like compliances which are very, very critical to start this plant. So we need to have, certain certifications which actually GMP, that is good manufacturing practices. Then we have ISO, then we have HACCP, then we have PSI license, and all these other certifications or licenses are very, very critical. One has to have them first, then only you can actually start your own business for this manufacturing process. Okay, so here is a list of business licenses which are required. For Sai, definitely Ayush license is required when you want to actually sell the powder in the nutraceutical category, right? When once you want to sell it only as a nutritional supplement, then you don't need Ayush license. Otherwise, if you're selling it as a nutraceutical, then definitely you have to apply for Ayush license itself first. Then only you'll be able to sell it like that. Then MSME certification is requirement, pollution NOC is required, right? And if somebody is targeting for exports as well, definitely import export code or IEC is mandatory for that. And if like the production is completely organic, so in that case, USDA certificate, which is very, very critical for exporting in USA or other countries as well. And NPOP certification has to be gained through EPIDA in India, which is actually a guarantee of that the production has been completely organic, right? After that only you can actually sell your powder as organic. Before that, even if you don't have NPOP certification, even if the entire production has been organic, still, since you don't have this certificate, so you cannot write organic Moringa powder on your packaging. Once you receive NPOP certification from the government, then only you will be allowed to write organic word on your packaging. So that is how this particular license or certificate is crucial, right? Then definitely ISO, HACCP, GMP, etc. are other critical licenses as well. So import, export market opportunities, definitely we have, I have already shared that a lot of, countries, and we have seen there is a huge growth potential. There is a huge demand. USA, Germany, France, UAE, UK, Nigeria, Japan, Africa, definitely, right? And so we have other, apart from exporting, definitely we can have different collaborations or marketing channels. In terms of that, we can, first we have to fulfill all the requirements which are, country specific. For example, you will be requiring to fulfill major, critical requirements. For example, USDA, in case you want to target USA for exports. Then otherwise, if you are very, very, very like sure about exporting your product to Europe, then definitely the consumer norms there are very, very stringent. So all those things have to be taken care of. Then we have Middle East, then we have Asia. So all these continents have different requirements. Some are very stringent, very strict, and some are not that stringent or strict. So definitely, as per the requirement of a particular country, all the fulfillments have to be made beforehand. Then, when it comes to, B2B marketplaces, so we have Alibaba, we have IndiaMart, and we have other channels as well, which are actually, online platforms for B2B collaborations, where actually you post your product, list your product, and the people who are interested in bulk buying your product, definitely you'll get a lead out of there. E-commerce platforms, as you already know, they involve Amazon and other, private label platforms as well, where you can actually list your product and you'll be getting very suitable and potent leads from there, domestic as well as international. Packaging sizes can vary between 100 grams to 25 kg bulk packs as per the requirement. This is a brief market overview and growth potential, right? So Moringa market as of 2023 has been 7020 billion, right? Then Moringa projection, which is for 2030, is around 1.33 trillion, right? So all these are stats which are actually very, very promising in the nature, right? So we have a huge scope for Moringa globally, definitely. And that's a good news for us that we are already a country which are the leading producers and exporters of Moringa. So definitely a lot of people right now can go for Moringa production as well as value addition as per their preference and can have a great career out of it. So these are some details about how your labeling and packaging should be. It should include nutritional information. Definitely, you'll be getting your powder tested through, very certified, valid labs, which will have the, include nutritional, sorry, complete nutritional profile of the powder. How much protein does it have, carbs, and iron, and any other, requirements that you want your packaging that should actually reveal to the customer, right? Then you must have a batch number, you must have manufacturing and expiry dates, country of origin, certifications, right? All these things have to be properly transparently listed in the labeling as well, so that the consumer has, just glancing at your product, the consumer should gain the trust of this company, right? Okay, this is, I am buying a very, very safe product because I can see this company has listed all the crucial details here very transparently. It has, I have checked the all the licenses as well, so definitely I can go and buy this product. Yes. So this is the major goal that we want, that our consumer should have just at a glance of our product's label. So this is financial overview. So production cost, your entire production cost can range between rupees 80 to 120, including all the process involved, the labor cost, the electricity cost, the machinery cost, everything. So it should, per kg, the costing, your manufacturing costing should be between 80 and 120 rupees. And then domestically, selling price can range between 180 to 250. So you can see the margin here, right? And export price should be between $6 to $15 per kg, depending upon the certification of quality that you have. If you want to sell your product, if you don't have the organic certification, and if a particular country allows you to sell your product without organic certification as well, just as under natural category, then definitely it will have a different pricing. If you have the organic certification and all the other required premium documents as well, then definitely the selling price and the selling potential of that product in that case will be higher as compared to selling it as just natural. So profit margin should be between 30 to 50%, right? And definitely it should your costing should I think your costing shouldn't exceed more than 150 rupees. If you're catering to domestic market, it shouldn't be more than 150 rupees. It should be under 150 rupees only. And definitely your retail price shouldn't be more than 2, right? Because in that case only you'll be able to cater to huge lot of audience, right? So if you want to target the high class profile only, then definitely the prices can go higher as well, but in that case your no potential will not be that huge. So in case you're targeting each and every strata of economic, aspects of people, so if you want to cater middle class and lower middle class as well, definitely this is the perfect pricing that you have to set. Then only you will be having a huge scale of your products sales. So here are the few challenges and risks. So seasonal leaf availability, yes, this is a major challenge, because definitely in winter season particularly you will not be getting leaves from your farms. So for that you have to be do a proper pre-planning about it. You have to be ready with your stock, right? So that in case in winter season when you don't get the leaves, definitely you should have sufficient amount of stock so that there is no shortage, and you shouldn't let your consumers to go back, let your clients or your customers to go back. You should have the stock pre-hand in the seasons where actually we face scarcity. So that is actually a proper procedure to handle, so that the consumer should always be satisfied, right? And definitely very very crucial challenge is pest control in organic farm, right? So here there are a lot of actually process which are very very promising in nature. So in organic farming as well, the neem oil is used, neem oil spray is used, and other organic such substances are used which are not contaminated or which are not toxic at all in nature, so they can actually help you to control pests. But still it is a very very crucial and critical process in it. One has to make sure that under no circumstances any chemical spray has to be used. Only organic allowed liquids or maybe substances have to be used which do not have a detrimental nature on the health of the consumers in the later time. So yes, maintaining nutrient retention during drying. This is very, very crucial. In the drying procedures, one has to make sure that the leaves don't go yellowish or blackish or brownish, right? Because that actually tells you that the quality of the leaves and the powder which will be made from those kind of leaves will not be up to the mark in terms of quality. Then definitely that has to be maintained. That's a very, very critical process. So your export documentation, you have to be ready beforehand with all the documents that you need. We are so much through with internet, and everything is available very easily. So once you are looking for getting into exports, you should be ready with all your documents, and only you should actually start it. Otherwise, what happens, because a lot of critical hurdles are there in terms of governance process as well. So there is no length how much this can actually delay your process and your entry into export. So definitely you should be very very particular about that from day one, that you have all these certificates. Then we have global competition from Africa and Philippines. These are the two nations which are actually getting going predominant in terms of moringa farming. Then definitely we are still also there are good competitors, and in the future also there will be huge competition potential from these two. nations, definitely. So actually, these are some government support that one can have, one can get if one wants to start a business out of moringa, for moringa powder and any other value-added products. So we have MIDH, we have PMFME scheme, we have EPIDA, we have NABARD, we have NMPB. These are all the institutions and bodies which are actually there to support one who wants to actually start a moringa farming business, right? So they have good schemes for subsidized loans, or maybe some funding, or maybe any other assistance which actually government grants to those who actually want to start an entrepreneurship, right? Out of agrotech, or particularly moringa for sure. Sustainability and innovations. So zero waste, use of stems for biomass or compost. So here we want to say that not even a single part of the plant should go into waste. So the stems or any other waste part of the plant that we actually get after harvesting, so that can be turned into a biomass or maybe a compost. So there should be zero waste at all. Solar dryers are very, very good as they are eco-friendly. Biopackaging materials, they're very, very critical if you are if you want to, apart from having a commercial, growth to your product, if you also want to be a responsible citizen of this planet, definitely. So try to use biopackaging materials which are actually degradable, and they do not harm the environment in any way or the other.
Ms.
Then
Srishti,
development of, hello,
sorry
yeah.
to interrupt. We are running short of time. If you can quickly finish, I will take one or two questions from the participants.
Yeah, definitely. We can just
Okay.
almost finish. Yeah, then we have the value added potential. Like we have capsules and energy bars and teas, and the list just goes on. You can have as many value added products as possible, right? Conclusion, Moringa powder is a sustainable superfood business. Definitely, India is poised to become a global Moringa hub. Then we have profitable opportunity for rural entrepreneurs and exporters, because definitely once you give, a stable livelihood to farmers, then definitely it contributes to the economy of our villages. And when we have the right certifications and the processing quality, the global market reach is within our reach. Thank you very much. Okay, so this was all about Moringa powder and Moringa farming from my side. So actually, I have a meeting scheduled. So I would like to invite two questions. Please, I can answer two questions from you people, and your questions are welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much for your presentation. We have one participant here. First, I will check if he is having any question. Mr. Sanjay Patra, you can unmute your mic and ask the question, sir.
Yeah, I have one question. So, how much is usual expiry date of this Moringa powder? Once
Okay,
pack?
sir. So, yes, the minimum shelf life of Moringa powder is 12 months. That is 1 year. So it's safe for consumption for up to 1 year. So in that case, it has to be definitely packed properly. It should be packed so properly that there should be no moisture contamination at all. Then definitely it can last for 12 months.
It should be airtight packaging, or this vacuum packaging?
Sir, preferably airtight packaging.
Airtight, okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So that's all from my end.
Okay, so
Sure,
thank you very much. Ms. Srishti, I will take up one question. What is the minimum investment required to start a small scale Moringa value addition unit? And do you provide training, seedlings, or technical supports to farmers?
Yes, absolutely. So the minimum requirement will be up to 20 lakhs for sure, because even for small scale production, the land setup that you'll be needing, right? The proper machinery that you will be requiring the labor, the working force that you'll be requiring. So definitely, it will take up to 20 lakhs to start it. And as far as our company's technical assistance is concerned, so our FPO actually we allow our farmers to have a contract farming with us. In that case, we actually provide the complete technical assistance for Moringa plantation. We provide the high quality seeds from our side, and we also provide the buyback support or the marketing support to the farmers. So these are the topmost three facilities that we provide if the farmer wants to collaborate with us and wants to go for Moringa plantation under our guidance. Yes.
Okay.
How much,
Yes,
sorry, go
sir.
ahead,
Please
please.
proceed.
Okay, so how much minimum land area a farmer need to have to go with contract farming with you?
Sir, 5 acres of minimum land area is required. Minimum
Okay.
5. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in that case, if a farmer goes for 5 acres, then actually company provides one more support as well. We provide the logistic support as well, right? So when the production of dried leaves will be more than 5 tons. So in that case, the entire logistic cost of transporting the leaves from farmers' field to any part of India to our factory in Lucknow, the entire logistic cost is also bear by us.
And what is the process to go with this contract farming?
Okay, so there is this registration process which is available on our official website, that is drmoringa.in. So in that case, registration tab is there and one has to just fill the short form there, right? So that registration consultancy fees is rupees 2000, and this 2000 rupees is actually valid for the next 5 years. So under this 2000 rupees, a farmer gets entire A to Z knowledge of Moringa plantation, from land bed preparation to planting, composting seeds, and then, fertilizers, irrigation, the harvesting process, drying process, packaging process, complete A to Z guidance from our side regularly by our agricultural experts. And then they can actually also, if they prefer, they can also arrange for a expert visit to their field as well. So this is the process. It is available on our official website, drmoringa.in, right? So in that, registration tab is given and one can actually register from there, and definitely our expert will be contacting them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. We have now completed the round of questions.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Had a really, really nice time, and I also enjoyed this entire session as well. I hope it was very, very fruitful and knowledge worthy for you all. Thank you so much, and I would like to appreciate further opportunities as well to actually share my more details about Moringa farming and value.
Definitely, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Thank you.